Hey everybody, and welcome to Mugen Battle number 196, and here we have a nice 1v1 for you. And in this fight we got Megaman X going up against Base or Fort from Megaman. And this battle is going to take place on... let's see... what is that, Ultimecia? I guess we'll do that stage. Hope you enjoy, folks.
I'll defeat both you and Sigma.
Let's see how X does against Base. Let's see, oh boy, X charging up, but Base ends up blasting him away, and then Base teleports and then starts appearing with some fists and energy shots, and Base does a flip kick, and Base just pounding the crap out of X, and then he does like a torpedo dive into X. X gets a jump kick into a zero saber shot, tries to do another zero saber shot, and misses Base as he's too far. Base gets in his face, and X ends up knocking Base back with some Hadoukens. And then X gets a nice jump kick, charges up a beam, fires it off at Base. Oh boy. And now Base misses his purple energy tackle on X, who seemed to block it or dodge it. And then Base gets knocked back as X tries to use Zero Saber. And Base shooting off some multi-hits with his beams. I see, and then Base shooting off more energy shots. And X charging up. And then Base gets a flash kick off on X. I see X misses a Zero Saber shot, and then Base gets like a double fist in the air on X and knocks him back some. And I'll see X fires off some more energy shots. And Base gets in, gets a fist into a super flash kick. And then Base does an electric torpedo dive towards X, who blocks up on most of it. And Base pounds him with a flash kick, and then another flash kick. Megaman X misses Zero Saber. And X trying to charge up, but Base is all over him. And then Base teleports behind X and gets him good in the back. And Base shoots off more energy shots. And Base blocks most of X's shots and jumps in with some fists. And continues to spam his blaster from afar. Let's see, and X just shielded up in the corner. And Base does a huge electric drill into X and knocks him down. And then Base teleports out of the way, flash kicks X in the back. And X tried to deck Base with the Zero Saber, but misses. Base teleports around, shoots more pellets. And continues shooting more pellets, and then X knocks him back with a fist. And then X gets decked by one of Base's shots. Let's see, and then Base gets knocked back from X. Now see, Base trying to teleport, I guess, behind X, and he does so and gets him with the energy shot, the charge blast. And then Base pounds him with a fist from behind and finishes X off. A pretty good back and forth match, but it seems like Base got the upper hand on X. Let's see, and then Zero gets a nice Zero Saber shot off on Base. Unfortunately, it doesn't do too much. Let's see, and X charges off an energy blast. Base gets X with some with multi-hit shots, and then Base gets scraped by some Zero Saber shots and some Hadoukens. And then Base shoots off a giant Kamehameha-like beam, and X shields up on most of it, though. I see, and then X does another Hadouken, but Base shields up. And then X combos from some fists into a jumping Zero Saber slam shot on Base, and that did some pretty nice damage. Let's see, and then X shoots off some mini blast, misses the Hadouken, and Base teleports out of the way and comes back in X's face with a beam of his own. And then Base gets a couple of multi-hit shots off. And then X gets pounded by a couple fists from Base. And now Base, does a huge electric torpedo into X, who shields up on it, luckily. Now let's see, X jumps over Base, tries to get him with some fists, does so nicely. X shields up on some of Base's shots. And X fires off a Hadouken the wrong way. Now let's see, and then Base pounds on X with some energy shots. And X continuing to shield up. And then Base fires off another giant blast, but X shields up and then fires back with a Hadouken, then a mid-charged energy shot. Let's see, and Base trying to teleport, and then X gets some Zero Saber shots off on Base. And let's see, and X trying to get this last pivotal hit on Base. And he shoots a Hadouken, but Base shields up, and then X gets one final fist off on Base and takes him out. And now both have one win over each other here. Let's see who wins round 3. A pretty close match between these two. And X starts off with a nice charge blast. And then a Zero Saber shot. Let's see, and Base tries to land a jump kick and a ground kick, but gets hit by a Hadouken. Let's see, and Base shoots out a giant blast, but X shields up on most of it. Let's see, and Base doing some basic fist kicks. And then Base gets pounded back by a Hadouken. And X charges up, misses the Zero Saber shot. Let's see, and X staying a good distance away. Charges up again, misses the Zero Saber shots, but gets the second one off. And now Base shooting out multi-pellet shots. Now see, X charges up again, misses the Zero Saber shots and misses his Hadouken. And then X gets the second Hadouken off, charges up, and base pounds them with a couple of ground kicks and a splash kick. Then some energy pellets. Let's see, and then X, base dodges X's next Hadouken. Whoa, and base missed his electric tackle on X as he dodged it. Let's see, and then X gets knocked down by a kick. And now, whoa, X getting some nice fist in the Zero Blade combo on base there. And base teleports and gets a flash kick surprise on X. Let's see, X charging up again. Base shielding up on Mega Man's fist. And both down to half energy now. Let's see, and base teleports and then reappears, shooting more beams in X's face when he dropped his guard. And then X knocks base back with the Hadouken. And then base gets another flash kick off on X. And base teleports out of the way of X's beam. And then base, shoots out a giant energy wave, but X shields up on it. Don't mind the phone. Anyways, X does a Hadouken and then a Zero Saber shot. Base shielding up on all X's attacks. And then, man, base lands a huge electric torpedo attack and then lands a nice multi-hit beam to finish X off. Anyways, a very nice back-and-forth match between both of these robots. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed this match, and stay tuned for Mugen Battle number 197 coming soon. See you later, peoples.